Yes, you're on the Sonic Drive this Friday afternoon, and as promised, we have a very, very, very special guest here today with us. We have the one and only Chris Truman. For those of you who don't know who Chris is, Dose is one of the leading drum and bass pioneers of our time and has spent most of his time in Christchurch. But with his first release, Drum and Bass is Awesome, put him firmly in the record box of the elite drum and bass world. And since then, pretty much he's been ripping up all over New Zealand. So without any further ado, Chris, how are you?
Good, thanks, mate. Good to be here.
You know what? It is a pleasure to have you here on Up FM. Now, I had to give you this quite a massive intro just to let everybody know who you are. So just before we head into the interview, tell us a bit about yourself. I know you blew and burst into the scene in 2007, but where did it all begin for you? The man they know as Dose. Where did it all begin?
More or less, I don't know, I guess there's no real glamour story here. It was more or less just going to gigs, kind of like 17, 16, getting dragged along by my brother, and then kind of one thing led to another, and eventually ended up mixing, and then I don't know, got a little bit, not so much bored, just kind of, I kind of thought about it, and the only way to really get ahead with it was to start writing tunes and delve into production. So I guess 7 or 8 years later, here I am.
Nice. Well, it's actually a good thing that you did, because I mean, with the amount of tunes that you've actually released and the labels that you've worked with, you've done a bloody fantastic job. It's actually unbelievable.
Really?
It is. Good old New Zealand, ripping up and always, as usual, destroying whatever we set foot onto,
Yeah, that's it.
Hi Dose, my name's Mudge. You're currently hot property in Australia. Is this obviously because of the high energy, or just because you've had a good time? Have you been quite popular over the ditch?
I've been over a couple of times this year. I think I've done about 6 gigs in Australia. To be honest with you, that was quoted off a review I got for a release. Sure, you got that from the bio, didn't you?
We won't release any secrets.
That's where that came from. I just thought it sounded good, so I kind of chucked it in there. I was like, yeah, I'll go for that. Yeah.
Well, it's actually good, man, because honestly, our dance scene is full of diversity, from dubstep to house, and for you, however it is, it's drum and bass, which is your passion, your love. So where did you first fall in love with that sound?
To be honest, it was probably, I don't know if many of the people out there have been to a club in Christchurch called Ministry, but
yes.
it's a pretty epic dance venue, and that's where I fell in love with it, mate. Just late nights there, just epic gigs, and they were just really inspirational. I kind of just had revelations, and
Nice. So it was kind of like one of those, the fairy tale stories, love at first sight. It was kind of like you fell in love with drum and bass there and then.
Absolutely.
So
I was just amazed by it, man. Just the way I heard it, and I mean, everyone hears it differently, and I know it's kind of just led me to follow production and kind of make it a bit of a living, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you enjoy doing it and you can make a living, that's a bonus,
Yeah, and there's a fair bit of travel involved as well, so it's pretty good for now. I don't know how many years I'll be able to keep DJing for, getting a little bit older every year, so.
Hey, you're only as young as you feel, mate, so don't worry about it. Now, also, you've had a massive year, pretty much a big year on the production front as well, with the releases on Renegade Hardware, Human Imprint, and Concord Dawn's own Uprising Records. Now, what has been the highlight of 2010 for you so far?
I think definitely the highlight would be the release on Human Imprint, which it's actually yet to come out. It's got a couple of weeks to go, I think. But just Dieselboy picking up that 12-inch,
that's correct.
It's pretty special for me. So big step forward, I guess.
Nice.
Now, Dose, you are leaving the shores of NZ for the ultimate OE destination, the UK. What prompted the move?
Just need a change, I think, and I've never lived out of Christchurch, so it's time to kind of shop around a bit, I guess, and see a bit of the world and kind of set base up over there, and see how it goes, I guess. So I got a 2-year working visa, which relatively easy to get, and I'm just going to see how it goes, see if I can make some tunes over there and do a few gigs, see a bit of Europe, and
that's a good time.
It's actually unbelievable because you're like a pioneer here in New Zealand, and for you to pretty much go into the UK, you know, you're going to be representing New Zealand, which is, it's awesome to see
Fantastic,
little
really.
old New Zealand, you know, making a name and leaving its mark on the world. You know, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And you know, just last but least, you know, on a serious note, you're playing at Keynote, and that's tomorrow night alongside your mates Technic, and he's also from Christchurch. Now, for those of us who are not aware of Dose, or the listeners who are not aware of you, what can we expect tomorrow night?
During my set, you can probably expect a good amount of my tunes, like new and, you know, a couple of old ones in there for good measure. But I guess like a good taste of what I like in drum and bass coming from around the world, like, and people kind of close to me in my networks. You know what I mean? Like associated labels and artists and stuff. So
nice. So
yeah,
it's going to be a
latest and
good
greatest,
show.
and a few oldies.
Oh, love it, absolutely love it. Now, for those of you listening who don't know where Keynote is going down, this is going down tomorrow night at Foo, and tickets are $15 from iTicket Express. So make sure you check Dose out. It's going to be, you know what, sick, huge, massive, whatever term you want to use. He's going to blow your mind, in other words, leave you feeling violated. Now, Dose, we want to have a bit of fun, because here on Up FM, we're all about having fun. And we're going to get into some of these rapid-fire questions. Now, we want you to be honest, you know, the first thing that comes into your mind. They're really easy.
Okay.
Let's be honest, all right? First off, really simple. When you're not DJing and producing drum and bass, what is it that you actually do? You know, what is your occupation, or what was your occupation?
I'm pretty much recovering from the gigs, more or less. No, I did IT diploma this year as well, like part-time.
Oh, congratulations. Nice.
But just bits and pieces over the years, like I've done bar work and stuff, but I also promoted in Christchurch for like the last kind of 5-6 years as well.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Doing gigs for like the Upbeats and State of Mind sometimes, and a few others as well. But
awesome.
That is
if you
wicked.
delve further back, I was an electrician at one point.
Oh, wow.
A man of many trades. I like this.
Yeah, I was straight out of high school into an apprenticeship, and then I kind of finished that, and then straight into music.
So, Dose, what do you think you'll miss most about Christchurch when you head down to the UK?
Probably my friends, I'd say.
Probably your mates.
Yeah, I leave on Monday and kind of had like a goodbye dinner and stuff last night, so it was getting pretty emo.
Oh, bro, well, you know what? Tomorrow night, you're really going to bring the energy, do a massive show, because you're pretty much
Send
saying
off.
goodbye, you know. You're
Massive send-off, eh?
going to rip New Zealand up on a
I've been
good
putting
run.
everything into it, mate.
Yeah, because I lived in Christchurch for about 6 months in Sydenham, and did quite a bit of travelling around there, and tell you what,
cool.
they got some good cafes down there, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely stepped it up in the last few years.
Exactly.
You know, the recent earthquake aside, it's looking pretty good down there, cafe-wise.
Well,
Oh,
there
wow.
you go. Now, also, I've, like Mudge and I, right, we've built this time machine using rubber bands, a couple of toothpicks, and a couple of DJ decks. Now, you can use this time machine to travel anywhere, anytime, and you can pick any artist, producer from any time period to work with. Who would it be and why?
Sure, off the top of my head, the first person that probably comes to mind would be Michael Jackson, and probably because there's just so many of his tunes that I really enjoy. Like,
Dude,
countless albums, and there's just countless hits, and I don't know, it'd just be kind of inspirational to see how he works, and I guess, just
dude,
in a day in the
honestly,
studio or whatever, yeah.
massive. He's also been one of my, I shouldn't really say idols, but looked up to him as well, growing up as a kid, you know. Michael Jackson was everywhere, the king of pop. So we've pretty much lost one of the greatest entertainers of all time. We can't just call him a musician. So I'm actually quite surprised that you said Michael Jackson, but bro, massive big ups to you.
Cool, man, cheers.
Another question. Who would win in a sumo wrestle between Technic and the promoter of Keynote DJ package?
Package would win straight out, to be honest. Yeah,
Seriously?
cool.
Really?
You just like pretty much, get him in a headlock, choke a sleep hold. Or
Yeah,
just
there's no
annihilate him.
question about it, mate.
Oh, really?
All over it.
Bro, but come on, you gotta give it up.
Technic's a little bit smaller, so yeah,
So it's
size
pretty.
difference, yeah.
It's a bit unfair, is it?
Yeah.
No worries. Now, I like asking this question because I've heard quite a few things. Like when you're doing gigs, what is the craziest thing that you've seen or had happen to you at a gig?
Craziest thing I've seen. I've seen people shagging in a club.
Wow.
It's kind of like, really? Are they? They are. Wow, that's pretty game. But,
it is.
that aside, apart from like fire alarms and earthquake drills and stuff, I don't know. Yeah, nothing too.
I mean, that is pretty
crazy.
Extreme. People shaking in a club.
Exactly, man.
Last but not least, where can we find you on the internet, Dose?
So I've got a MySpace and a Facebook. The MySpace address is just myspace.com/nzdose, and on Facebook it's kind of a bit more tricky. So I think if you just search Dose in the search bar, it'll come up.
Yep, that's the
And
one. Dose,
yeah, they're probably the best places.
Oh, cool.
That's mad, man. Actually, yeah, Dose in brackets NZ. And you can get quite a variety of tunes there. I tell you what, man, I was actually blown away. Got a couple of those downloaded on the iPod now, and
Oh, nice, cool.
Dude, I'm loving it. Drum and bass. I wish I could do what you do, man. Honestly, I wish I could do what you do.
I'm down in Queenstown at the moment. Actually, I'm playing down here tonight. I just kind of got here, so.
Nice.
Wicked.
But yeah, you should check out. I also put up a new studio mix up on my SoundCloud as well. I guess if you go to SoundCloud and search Dose, you'll find it. And
Exactly.
yeah, there's a whole lot of new tunes from me and around the world there as well.
Oh, for sure.
That's so cool. Like we said, there's a couple of tunes that are available there, like your October 2010 studio mix,
Yeah, that's the one.
as well as Squander and Muddy Dome on the Human Imprint.
Yep.
And Hear the Pain, Brain Drain. So there's heaps that you can actually check out on
and I'm
SoundCloud.
about to put up another forthcoming one as well. New Samurai 12, which is kind of done. So
Oh,
yeah, I
look.
keep it pretty updated.
Looking forward to it.
Well, you know what, Dose, it's been an absolute pleasure.
It has indeed.
Thank you so
Same
much.
goes, man. Cheers for having me. Cheers for the interview. Much appreciate it.
Anytime. You know what, all the best of luck. We will see you at the gig tomorrow night.
Yes, we will.
So make sure you have a big one tonight. Rest up, and then we're doing it all again tomorrow.
Wicked. Thank you, bro, and I'll see you there.
No
All right.
worries. Thanks, Dose. Cheers, bro.
Cheers,
Good
guys. Later.
So that was Dose. That was actually massive. I was loving that. Massive interview. If you want to get along and show your support, this is going down tomorrow night. It's Keynote at Foo. I'll give you a bit more information, but I've got to drop this tune. This is one of Dose's tunes. This is called Brain Drain. So without any further ado,
Massive tune.
check it out.
This is Up FM 175.